Hi everybody, this is Jeremy Siskind here. I am the author of Playing Solo Jazz Piano, as well as the Jazz Piano Fundamentals series. Books 1 and Book 2, both available now. And I'm going to talk to you about something today that maybe it's not the sexiest topic for YouTube at all. In fact, it's almost certainly not a sexy topic. I'm sure this won't get the most clicks or anything. But to me, it's really important. So when you're working on improvisation, you, of course, need to figure out what to play. You need to learn what to play, how to play it, get a big vocabulary. But you also need to be able to get into some different mindsets. We can, for instance, get in a mindset where we're thinking a lot about theory as we improvise. We can get in the mindset where we're really, just flowing based on muscle memory as we improvise. We can get maybe even into a mindset where we're thinking about an emotion or a story as we improvise, and that's pretty cool too. But two of the most useful mindsets for me are really connecting with my inner ear and connecting with kind of my inner drum set player, thinking rhythmically first. And so I want to show you two exercises that I've developed for myself to work on that. And they both involve trading with myself. I'm a very lonely person, as you can see, because I'm just having to trade with myself. I'm mostly joking. So the first one, maybe you guys have done, but I'm going to trade fours with myself, and I'm going to spend 4 measures singing my improvisation and then 4 measures playing my improvisation. And I'm not trying to play the exact same thing that I am thinking, I play the exact same thing that I sung. I'm not just repeating myself. I'm really trying to trade with myself like I'm trading with a drummer. Maybe responding a little bit. But in terms of mindset, what this does is as I'm singing, of course, I'm really having to connect deep into my inner ear and the sorts of melodies that I want to make as a singer. And so even as I play, I find that I have a much greater connection to that intentionality that you get when you sing. So let me demonstrate, and if you've been watching this channel or if you know me at all, I am no singer, so don't expect a virtuoso vocal performance in any way. I was thinking I would just do It Could Happen to You, maybe an E flat. So I'm going to start 4 measures of singing, and then I'll do 4 measures of playing. So 1, 2, 2, 3, and... Da da ba ba do, ba 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 do ya do da. So there may or may not be any, distinct relationship between what I'm singing and what I'm playing, but as I do that exercise, I just find myself playing things much more intentionally, and I really liked what I played there, more than I probably would like what I played if I was just, kind of playing whatever, letting my fingers run as they usually might. If that's hard for you, particularly I know some people are like, well, I can't really sing over those changes, I can't hear those changes, then I would start with either a drone improvisation or a 2-5-1. Start with just a drone in C and sing one phrase and then play back that phrase. You do not have to have perfect pitch. to do that. The most important thing in terms of forming that connection is to perceive the rhythm and the shape of the phrase. Of course, as you progress as a musician, you want to get better and better at being able to match pitch, know your intervals really well, and yes, you do want to improve your ear, but you don't have to. You don't have to have perfect pitch to be a jazz musician. You just have to have the willingness to work on it and the attentiveness to work on it. So you could start with a drone, just in C, and sing yada yada ooh. And then 2 different exercises. You could either try to play that back, or you could just respond yada yada ooh. Yada da 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 do do de ooh. And just have a little call and response over a drone or a simple 2-5-1 progression. All right, so that's one category of training to get yourself in a mindset where you're really connecting with your inner ear. Like I said, the second category is connecting with your inner percussionist. And to do this, I like to pat a rhythm as though I'm a drummer. And I've tried this all different ways throughout my life. Sometimes I'm just simply drumming on my lap with my 2 hands. I think just for the sake of making sure you can hear it, I'm going to drum on the piano. Sometimes I also like using my feet, right? Drummers do use their feet, and it kind of gets the rest of my body involved. Again, just for the sake of making sure that you can hear it, I'm going to trade 4s just using my hands right here. And so it's important to think of your hands as drumsticks or playing on a bongo. Don't try to, play the lick that you're going to play, because the whole idea of this is simplifying and not having yourself think melodically or in terms of fingering or finger patterns or anything that you might usually do. So I'm going to trade 4s on It Could Happen to You Again. That's where we're starting. And I'm going to do, for the first 4, are going to be just all rhythmic, all tapping. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up the changes. Let me start again. This is another good reason to do this exercise. Here we go. I got it this time. 1, 2, ready, and. So I feel like this always energizes my playing. It gets me thinking more rhythmically. It gets me thinking more about accents. Sometimes it gets me kind of doing interesting things between my two hands, thinking about the relationship between the right hand and the left hand, more like a drummer might think of the relationship between the right hand and left hand, which I think can open up all kinds of new possibilities. So these are two nice exercises to just get you into a different mindset as you improvise, because we all want to play, I think, from a place where we're not intellectualizing it, where we're not, overly thinking about every single thing, but instead play from a place of flow, of connection, of rhythmic energy. So these two exercises can be a really nice way to unlock some things for you, especially for those of us who are stuck. Thanks for paying attention. If you made it this far, put the word broccoli in the comments. And just as a reminder, the best way to support this channel, I have not monetized really in any other way other than having some books available. So these 3 books you can get from my website, Playing Solo Jazz Piano, and the Jazz Piano Fundamentals series. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your likes and comments. I'll see you soon.